Right, hello, also hello from Washer Vids for you. Today we're doing a different video today. I don't know if you can see if I move over. We're doing a tub swap. The tub's a different product code, so hopefully it should fit still because it's still a 46 litre tub. This has a 46 litre tub on it, but just by looking at it you can tell. And that's one I've ordered, and I've ordered the Indesit style one, which is the one this has. I've got a new door seal as well to go on, because I bleached this one and it wouldn't come clean underneath. Like, it came clean inside, but part of it wouldn't come clean. So, we will be doing a full tub swap, and yeah. I've got to drain the machine first because there's actually water left in the bottom of the machine. So we'll do that first. The new drum comes with a new pulley and heating element. But yes, the spider snapped on this, as you know. Well, by the time you've seen the recent videos of it. Right. Also believe the old door seal is currently leaking slightly because I took it off briefly to soak it in bleach, and I used it at the machine and decided leaking slightly, so I think the door seal is probably just knackered in general, even though the machine's not even that old. So anyone who remembers how dirty the drain hose was on the new machine video, there you go now, looking clean. Take top panel off. To be fair, the tubs look the same, to be fair. Pretty much. So we'll take the top brace off, front, everything's going to be stripped out here, pretty much. Undo the shock absorbers from underneath. Pull the tub through. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Huh? Brace is off. No point in that one, but I'll have it anyway. Useless pressure switch because it broke. Of course, any problems that has. accidentally put the big, too big of a screw in it the other night. Put one of these in by accident. I'm going to leave the solenoids attached. We'll do it easily because I did take this off the other day to clean this out. Well, I should have before you cleaned it, but I don't know if I can just pull it out of it. I haven't done solenoid. Yeah, you can. They're all different every machine, because you like on Becco's you have to do a little button you press in. I'll put the door lock out so it's out of the way. I only got a flat head to take the doors here. This one here should be okay. Probably won't mess me do this. Actually, we'll tilt the machine back. A spare band, might replace the band, but that band should be okay. As you can see, oh, drums, right. We'll get rid of the plate, that's out of the way. To make it easy for me, I'm going to unscrew the pump. Reason being for that is so I actually lay on the floor, particularly just to take off the sun. It's a nightmare to do. Bad enough doing it on this one. But looks like it's because they put the clamp right around the back. Therefore, you can't really get to it that well. and now I need a 10mm socket. I believe that's a 10. I'm just doing a guess. Yeah, it is. So, yeah, that's bad. I'll do it the easy way. That's going end of this week to a new home. We will now do the motor. I've got a wet foot from taking out some pairs off. A very wet foot. Belt's down here. It's a very wet belt, but it is not damaged. Doesn't appear to really have any damage on it. It might be a little bit shredded in places from when the drum seized, but it should be fine. Right. I'll get this motor on. Is down here a 7-pin plug. Moving this model will be in 1400 RPM. If it was 1200, it would have a 6-pin. Connection off. It's the hardest connection to get off. We'll bear with. We'll sort that out. Need to develop a shock cloth in a minute, but never mind. more better support on the drum. On this drum, heater will be salvageable and pulley. Also check the NTC because I'll act as a spare NTC. Right. Once all of this drops, I'll just pull actually. Sometimes you get them off first time. I could go and get some pliers, but the quick enough it is for this. It's easier. Try not to damage these too much, because otherwise you can, next time you use the machine, what can happen is the wires can melt. Then you need to now, to make it easy for myself, I'm going to take the top light off. There you go. Shouldn't be really much obstructing me now. I might take this out as a main suppressor. Just make my life a bit easier. Also, if risk damaging it, that's put a new one in. I've got a spare one. If it did break, but if I can help it, I'd rather not. That's the main suppressor out the way. This wiring should all be fine. Let's get the concrete weight off. This will, I think it's about 15 kg, this weight it is. I think that's roughly what they are, the top one. It's weird, sometimes these are really tight, sometimes these are alright. Yeah, it says 46 litre on the side. This is 46, that one does down there. Right. Concrete weight off. That should now make it a lot easier. Imagine it's not spinning like that, it'd be interesting. Right. Let's give this a shot. I haven't removed the tub from the machine for a long time. there we go, empty cabinet now. Some pretty good condition inside the cabinets, it's always a good sign. Tub looks pretty much identical, the new one. So I will, because I also made sure it had the new style pressure vessel, which is done through the sump hose. You can't see it, but there you go. It's done through the sump hose. Right. I'll move this cabinet out of the way for a second. So we've got one socket and the other two. One 10mm and then I don't know what these two are. This weight is a lot more fragile than the top weight. These ones are known for cracking. May have been leaking from there as well. Right, let's get a I think it'll be this one. These are bad, these two are. Should be soft. These should be sockets, but all of them should be sockets, just a bit more recessed. Because if you round them off, you're screwed. Well, you can just buy a whole new tub, but tubs aren't cheap. This was supposed to be, this new one was supposed to be about 200 quid. I got a bit cheaper. You can do that. To make it a lot easier. See, this has got its original tub in it. It's 2017 tub. It's disgusting. I'll have to clean that proper back on because it won't. Otherwise it just won't seal. Shock absorbers. I should have got some new ones really. But these ones will have to do.
I will be splitting this tub open at some point. Yes, I will be being a bit more rough than I usually would. That's mainly because it just tub breaks. It doesn't matter. It's getting cut open anyway. And the spider's got to, the tub's no good. Right, all 3 legs are done. And then do that. That's out. So that's the tub fully dismantled. NTC and heat will be kept. Sent to fully. Now the new tub, hopefully everything fits the same. One thing I need to check will be the concrete weight. Yeah, I'll do that last. First shock absorber. Seems like there's a lot more room on the underneath of the tub. No, the tubs are exactly the same. They have a different number on them, but they are the same. 064218, 062418. I thought it's the same tub. Okay. Apparently the top of this is not, if you can't get it, it's about 400 quid. But I've got one for a 5 kilo Indesit and it's the exact same tub. But remember now, what way do I do I don't remember what way you do the peg. Just get the screwdriver and pop that out of it. Because what can happen otherwise is, if it decides to vibrate back, the peg can fall out. That's why I recommend replacing the shocks and the pegs, because you get new pegs for shocks. And obviously the shock will go the way around. This one I'll make sure I do it the correct way. That peg's popped back out anyway. So we're fine with that one. We'll just go and rinse off the sumpos. I'm back in a second. Right. Clean. Right, what side does it go on? It goes on... It's confusing enough, that is. Pull these little pegs out so it locks in. That helps you guide it as well, so it's actually a benefit of having these. Makes it much easier than the older models which had the separate pressure vessel at the front of the tub. It also makes splitting these a lot easier now, because you haven't got that extra bit with the pressure vessel. It's just the same form all the way around. going anywhere. Rid of the old tub. This can go. That can go on there, like that. Need to fit that. Better do that before I put it in. Anyway, I'll forget. Hopefully it didn't leak. If it does leak, I'll take it back out at some point. If anything damage doesn't matter. I'll take it back out and I'll put a bit of silicone around it. Huh? I have done. I take the top one off, I do, but the bottom one has to be on because you can't access it. Nearly on. Sort of fed, push that way. That looks like it's more on now. Right, concrete blank. Actually, new door seal first. All genuine parts, this is. Nice new genuine door seal. drill and quick tipping it down. So at the bottom somewhere around this door seal there is a very small drain hole. Not as good as it used to be, these aren't. Not as good as the original one they put in back in 2017. So the original door seal, I'll probably keep it as a spare part. It'll get a thorough bleach, and at least then, if it's ever needed in a machine I get just temporarily till I can get a door seal for it, comes in handy. It's easier doing this out of the machine than it was in the machine. I was quite surprised the spider went too far. I was expecting the bearings to more likely go. That's close enough to being straight. I can try and twist it. There we go, good enough. This spring is slightly stretched, but it's still goes on. Make it easy for me to put the drum back in. Also means it's not going to get ripped on anything. Need everything else to check now. Right there, it's not in place like it wasn't. It's easier for me. I'm just going to take the extension off for now. One of these are new, the thread to get him in is much harder. Really should supposed to go backwards a couple of turns just to line it up. The end is the same problem anyway. We've been really hard. This was easier. We're being a socket one. Order to readjust movements, move it back. Right. Let's drop the new drum in. It's a bit higher. So when it comes to doing this, I'm going to get the springs. Pop them on. These ones go on the bottom. I checked on the existing tub. It seemed like they're on the bottom because the bottom's all chewed away. Now's the task of seems like we've done that one. Tub in. Jeez. Alright. We ought to get the top one on really. always the easiest to do for some reason. It's the ones that are quite low. Make sure you do tighten up, because if you don't, they're very rattly front weight. Top weight, I mean. It just doesn't look right. Just noticed. It'll be fine. These would have been easy to put on out of place, or with the shocks attached, probably. Right, I'm now going to reattach the shocks because it's going to have a very dent machine otherwise. So, back in a minute. Foot's filament, pumps in, shocks are on. Now put the machine back up and do everything else. Right, we're back. Now we're going to put in the new motor. Well, not the new motor, but we're going to put the motor, reinsert the motor where we can. I'm just going to clip this drain hose to the back of the machine so it's out of my way. We'll tilt the machine forward because this makes it 10 times easier to get the motor underneath the machine. Actually, if I put it on with the machine lifted up, well, this part of the motor needs to come through. Awkward. Motor's pretty much on, but when I do the nuts up, it will push back pretty much. As you see, the motor pushed itself back on. Just by a couple of inches. Make sure the plugs dry. Tie into the. It should be easy for this tilt machine. Find it better than 7-pin plug. As far as I know, that extra cable's just for the highest speed of the motor. that should live up here, as far as I'm aware. Easy will be not snapping it though. There we go. Now we have the NTC, the earth for the heating element, somewhere around the back here we've got 2 cables for the heat element, which we do indeed. I mean, yeah, it probably isn't installed to how it would be from factory, but it's the best shot I can do. Looks okay. Alright, we're going through the door seal. So put the belt on. Still centered. Always a good sound to hear. It hasn't got bad bearings from factory. I did check that earlier before I started the video. Put the belt on. Excuse the wind, we're currently in a storm this episode. Which just cleared out of nowhere today. I should have done this when I got home from work. Give it a couple of rotations. It's kind of off a bit, so just need to move it forward a touch. Sometimes you can also do it from here. Get the self-align back up. You know what, that'll be pretty much good enough. It's not rubbing near the tub now. It should be centre, but that's nearly centre. That's best you're going to get it without faffing around. It looks like they've gone down the quality on the pulleys a bit. I think that'll be fine. I can get the back panel back on now. Hate doing this bit. Always hate the back panel. Should be 6 screws. got little Dyson balls to sort of using them because it's easily done. Someone quite whinged at me for replacing a tub on a Hotpoint, but I brought it for £75. Of course I'm going to replace the tub. I'm not using 75 quid. I'll just tap it down. That's the way I found how to do it. Otherwise you're fidgeting with it. Sorry. That one's the worst. The bottom and top screws are the worst. I always do the bottom one at last. £20. I never line up the straight screw if I was done. Because if I put the wrong screw in, it's gone straight to the back of the pulley. I'll bring the machine in a bit now. You'll reinsert the door lock. Why is it not going in? Oh, that's got the door lock around. The code for the door sill. Swap the hands bit so we don't make the door sill all black. Putting a new door sill on is actually really nice. Because it now means the machine will be like how it was when it was brought. Somehow, bits of plastic in here. It's got oil everywhere, so it needs a good old wash before we can even do any laundry. The door feels really hard to get on this bit down here. With the front lip being slightly broken. It's certainly looking good. Let's just have a look. Right, what to do that door set back there. also band, the spring's usually around here, but I'll put it around here because they're being braked. I don't want to damage it anymore if it ever has to be taken off. So I'll just put it somewhere random I do. On this side. Oh, as it ain't. Yeah. That's that bit completed. Very hard to shut the door. The door's so hard to shut now. Right, so we'll go now back to doing the top part. So you can we'll get that in. That's the next task. That's been fully cleaned. So don't worry about cleaning that. And so has the soap box. Was when we restored it before I did the maintenance for the night. That on. Just worried about that down there leaking, so I'll run it the top off first. Just gonna go and put a little screw in the back. Little tiny screw for the solenoid. Doing the wrong screw, I'm sure. So this is one for the main suppressor. Which is probably this one. Should be okay if they look the same diameter. It's longer anyway, so it'll be fine. This what's happened. I'll put the main suppressor in now, which filters the current going to the washing machine. Any interference. Done that. This thing Might buy a new one at some point. That thing. Pressure switch. Broken, isn't it? Can't be able to get something just to you can just push it back on. Put like that and it'll stay like that for a wash, and then it'll be like that. What's the word? Fascia. Actually no, we'll do the bracket on the back. I never clipped them back in it, I don't think. No, I didn't touch them. It's these ones I did. Right. Somewhat, I suppose this will stop this from, if it wasn't bent, stops the spring coming off in some extent. That one's stripped, but I'll be fine. I'm sure we use the impact. Fascia, little plug on the back there, and the cables go to this sort of holder. Getting this perfect. That ain't going in that screw. That one's stripped out as well. But one of the lids on there, it won't go anywhere. Right, drawer. You can never get it back in if that's that. And I hate these drawers for that. That wasn't with the machine, that's fine. Now for the plinth. Put the lid back on after a test. I'm just going to move the machine where it's somewhere more level. If it was to reach an extension lead, right here though. Huh? I've got a wet foot.
Oh, it's on drain only. That helps. Yeah. Oh. See how quiet this is now? I can't do wide. Never mind. Yeah. Well, you'll hear it on the video anyway. I think it's that. Should go and put the water box doing that. Fridge got no leaks. It's currently filling with water. It's currently filling with water. The water's wide. With my torch and something. Seems okay. Let's pop the drain hose because it's going to back up otherwise. There we go. One tub change done. I'm going to put the lid on in a minute. Hope you enjoyed that. I did, I suppose. So there you go. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye. Also goodbye from Oscars for you.